What's up, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back here to bring up a topic that was on my mind at this point. Let me shut it down a little bit. I think it looks better. All right, so the topic I wanted to talk about was does listening to rap music makes me a bad person? And I remember I was thinking about making this topic for a while now, and I just didn't have the time to really make it because, you know, album reviews, movie reviews, and don't worry, I still got movie reviews coming. It's gonna take time. I'll just put it like that. All right. So, with that being said, I've been told this a lot because y'all know I listen to a lot of gangster rap music in general. I listen to also alternative, I listen to R&B, I listen to a little rock, and a little bit of country. I just don't like metal. I don't like heavy metal music. That's something, that's probably one of the genres of music that I probably won't ever listen to like that. But I love alternative though. That's probably like my second favorite next to rap music. I've heard people said the fact that people that listen to rap music are bad people as a result. And I'm gonna have to debate that. I'm gonna have to challenge that because they say rap music, listening to rap music means that you're automatically a bad person. So let's go to that point. So by that logic, those that watch horror movies, action movies, and things of that nature makes them a bad person, right? And people be like, no, it's just entertainment. It isn't real. So I can say the same thing about rap music to a certain extent though. Some people take it too far and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying? But the reason why I'm bringing this topic up is because I'm gonna bring it back in the year 2001, 2002. I think at that time I was like 18, 19 years old. I'm gonna give y'all a little situation that happened. Now, I was with someone, right? And I was riding with them in their car. And just keep in mind, there was a person from church. I used to go to church too. And I was with this guy and we was going to church. We call it soul catching or whatever the case was. I was going to church at the time. So we would knock on people's doors and ask them if they would like to go to church and stuff like that. And if they're interested, we give them a business card or you know, something to contact us with. So we're doing our driving around, and I went to his house finally. I went to the guy's house, and we were just talking or whatever. I was in this room, and this dude had a bunch of rap albums in the bedroom. I seen Silk the Shocker albums, some 3 6 Mafia albums. It was Ludacris at the time, all that stuff. And I'm looking at confusion like, huh? I said, hey, yo, man, this a lot of rap albums you got, man. Aren't you supposed to be going to church? That's why I was asking him. He was like, oh man, that's just my bad habits. I said, your bad habits? I said, I wouldn't really necessarily call it that. I said, it ain't like you watching, you sex videos or whatever. It ain't like you doing all that. So I'm gonna talk about that in another subject, in another video. I'm gonna get onto that. So a thought came to me that day, and I was like, if this guy can listen to rap music, gangster rap music at that, and go to church, if he's not affecting anybody with the music that he's listening to, if he's not telling people to buy this album, or like in the sense of if you want to be a bad guy, he's not doing that. He simply listened to it because he enjoyed it, but he also liked going to church. Now, does that make him a hypocrite? No, I don't see that as a hypocrite. I would see it as a hypocrite if he was listening to rap music and doing the same stuff, bad stuff, that some of these rappers talk about in their music. then I would have called him a hypocrite at that point. So, and it's crazy because if you look at the guy, you wouldn't have thought for 1 second in your mind. I mean, you wouldn't even remotely thought in your mind that he listened to that type of music. And I don't want to bring race up in the mix, but he's white. He was a white guy, and he was listening to that. But he went to church faithfully. And when I say church faithfully, I mean he went to church Sunday, he went to church Monday, he went to church Tuesday, Wednesday, and the only time he had a little break was Thursday. So he was off Thursday. He went to church Friday, he went to church Saturday, in rotation. But he listened to rap music. But he was always out there helping people out. He was always out there, you know what I'm saying, trying to get people to follow the word of God and things of that nature. But he listens to rap music. This was the part that it just threw me off at that time, because like I said, I was a teenager. And at that time, he was probably like 24, 25 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I always say, as long as it don't affect you in a way of like being easily influenced of what they're saying on records, I don't see it being a problem. And then I'm gonna tell you another story. There was a guy that I used to hang out with. This was like in 2002, 2003. And he criticized me for listening to rap music, because at that time I was listening to 3 6 Mafia heavily. You know, a lot of Memphis rap, a lot of Charleston rap artists. I was listening to a lot of them back then. And the guy tried to judge me and said that, you know, you're a bad guy if you listening to this type of crap. You know, and he's an older guy. He was probably like about 40 something at the time. And he used to criticize me for listening to rap music. And you know, I'm 20 years old, early 20s, late teens. And I used to question myself on that. I'm like, damn, it makes me a bad guy because I'm listening to all these artists and all that stuff? And the guy claimed he listened to gospel music. He listened to a lot of the 70s music. That's what he grew up to. And, you know, some of the 80s music before rap music became what it was. In the 90s. And he was a married man. And then some years later came to find out this man was cheating on his wife. Not only cheating on his wife, but he had mistresses in his life. He had mistresses. But he claims he never listened to rap music. He listened to gospel music, and he went to church. So I just say to myself, like, this is where the big contradictory situations came in. And I'm like, that's crazy, man. That's freaking crazy. And, you know, I done some things, you know, when I was young. You know, I ain't gonna say what I did, or not in my teens, but in my 20s too. I done some things that I wasn't proud of. But overall, at least I felt that didn't make me a bad guy. I just made a lot of bad decisions that I wasn't proud of, you know. But rap music wasn't the cause of that. In fact, I felt listening to rap music made me a better person. Because the problem with some of these cats out here that don't listen to rap music, they're not listening to the right type. They're not listening to the right type. And what I mean by that is, when people think of rap music, they think of it as bad. They think of it as like gangster, killing, horrorcore type music. Now, don't get me wrong, there is those type of categories of rap out there, but that's not the collective. There's some good positive rap music out there. There's some rap music that can actually motivate you to do better in life. There is rap music like that out there. It's just people ain't looking for it. I remember back in the 90s, man, like when rap was really at its peak, and there was a lot of gangster rap coming around, or not even gangster rap, but just rap music in general. A lot of people criticize it because they used to say, this ain't music. What are they saying? They're mumbling. They're not speaking clearly, blah, blah, blah. But then now, in today's time, in the 2024 and further on in the future, I guarantee now people are using those rap music as a PSA, or they got songs on the commercial that has rap music from the 90s or even some of the early 2000s that's in commercials now. So, but I thought it was bad though. I thought it was rap music was bad as what they claim. You know what I'm saying? And I've listened to some of it and I'm like, well, dang, now they use it in the commercials. I'm gonna say another situation, and I think this is pretty much the last one. I remember when I first got hired at a trucking job, right? Because y'all know I'm a truck driver. There was a trainer that used to train me, and he was showing me the ropes on how to do this and how to do that. And then all of a sudden I started truck driving. Once I got a little bit more comfortable, I said, okay, I'll start listening to some music. So as I'm listening to the music, he was hearing it and he was like, wow, I never thought of you the type to actually listen to rap music like that. Gangster rap at that. And I was like, really? I said, well, what made you say that? He's like, yeah, man, you seem like a cool guy, man. You just don't pass the type that listen to gangster rap music like that. And I told him, I said, yeah, man, I listen to gangster rap. I mean, I listen to all kinds of music. I said, this ain't the only type of music I listen to, but this is my primary, choice of music. And he was like, do you play this in front of your family? I said, absolutely not. I don't play this type of music in front of my family. I said, I know when and where, I play it. I said, now, if you don't want me to play it, I can turn it off and listen to something else. And he was like, no, it's fine. It's just that it just threw me off. I said, bro, you have no idea, man. I said, but I know when the time to play it. I don't just play it just for the sake of it. I said, I'm very considerate. I said, I don't play it with my family. I don't play it with like elderly people. I don't play it like that. I said, I'll usually play it by myself, or I'll put the headphones on, when I work out in the gym, and I'll, play it like that. Those would be the only times that I really listen to music. That's why I told him. He's like, yeah, man, because, I feel like rap music is affecting our community. I said, really? I said, in what way? He's like, yeah, well, today's rap music is just a lot of mumble jumble, and, I don't even listen to that crap. I said, well, I understand. I said, I don't listen to it. I said, but even if I did, it wouldn't affect me as a person. I said, so I'm not trying to get in your throat or nothing. It's just, don't criticize that type of music and think that's what it's all about. I said, don't do that, because what's going to happen is you're going to open up a can that you don't want to put yourself into. I said, well, let me ask you this. I said, do you watch movies? He said, yeah. I said, what kind of movies you watch? He said he watched drama movies, comedy, action, that type of stuff. I said, okay. I said, so on the action, do you believe those actors are actually killing people or fighting and beating people up on these movies? He's like, no, of course not. There you have it. I said, there you have it. I said, so, yeah. I said, so don't criticize the rap music that you hear today. I said, because as a whole, it's not going to affect me. I said, I listen to it because I love the sounds, or I might listen to the lyrics and hum it to myself or whatever, but it's not going to affect me as a person, because I know how to control my mind when I listen to music. Hence why I do a lot of album reviews, and I always say, if you like this type of topic of rap, then you can listen to it. I've never say, hey, get it, it's the best music in the world. I've never said that, or at least I don't think I did. So to sum this all off, I don't think listening to rap music makes you a bad guy. I know women, you know what, I'm gonna say this topic, man. This was something that threw me off. There was again, don't like to put race in it, but there was a white woman I saw, and She had on a business suit. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was at Citadel Mall. Y'all know what Citadel Mall is for those that's in the Charleston area. And she got out the mall and she went in her car. Next thing I know, she's playing Gucci Mane. And hardcore gang Gucci Mane. I'm looking like, and she had a business suit on. But I would have never thought in my life this woman would listen to Gucci Mane. And she was bumping. Had basses and everything, man. Like I said, it just threw me off. And I'm like, dang, man, that's crazy. So that goes to show, never judge a person by his cover, you know. But that's all I pretty much wanted to say, man. The whole moral of the story is, don't criticize a person that you don't know until you actually interact with them and get to know what kind of person they are. I don't think it should be based off of the music they listen to. Because it was funny, the guy thought I didn't listen to gangster rap music. I thought that was the most craziest crap I've ever encountered, man. Because I told him that, you know, I'm a big Memphis rap fan. You know, I like Chucktown rap too, and you know, any other type of rap that catches my ear as I listen to all kinds of music, you know. And it was just funny to me because I didn't think that people judge you based off of what you listen to. It's crazy, man. But anyway, that's it. I'm gonna make another video about the SEXPORN. I'm gonna make a topic about that, and I might get more deep with it, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that is really affecting us as a society. And I'm going to get deep in it. It might even offend others. Maybe myself included. But be on the lookout for that topic. I'll get more in depth with that. Be on the lookout for more album reviews and movie reviews as well. And much love to the real folks. And I'll be on here back with another video. All right, peace and love.